Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of the SLY Guy podcast. Off the back, I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed wherever you do it, whether it's YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or we're at SoundCloud if you're 77. But thank you. We're going up, we're climbing, and and it helps if you subscribe. So if I don't ask you to do anything else apart from buy my merchandise, join the Patreon, whatever else I ask you, just hit a wee like and subscribe. It helps. You know, and don't be sly in the comments either, because these guys send it to me and hurts my feelings, all right? But we're off. We're at the races. And this week my guest is somebody that the young boys have been calling me to get on for a while now. It's Mr. AIDAN RAFFERTY. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Yeah, well, it is good to have you. These young guys have been... Would you say the phrase creaming your necks?
I'm happy enough. If you want to use that phrase, I'll accept that.
I mean, I don't know if there's that too much to start the video.
Slightly offended that you haven't been creaming your necks.
That's a little bit far.
Yeah, it's a little. But you know what? Since I've been doing my research, the creaming has begun.
I'm glad to hear it.
It sounds awful. But yeah, by now I've creamed so much I've made butter.
Aye.
And here
it's going to be
are.
a very creamy podcast.
It's going to be a creamy, buttery podcast. But listen, you tick a lot of boxes of people I like as guests. Hairy
white,
men,
straight.
white, straight, and an Arsenal supporter to boot.
Oh,
so,
yes, yeah.
You know what? It is good. The only thing is you have a great hairline and a great head of hair, which I am envious of now, which is why I'm wearing the hat. So, I mean, hopefully you can do something in the edit to make it look
You've
like
almost got the same haircut, from a silhouette point of view.
we do. I don't know whether that's an insult to you or just credit to me.
I'm sort of confused with that one.
But no, I've been having a real thing now recently where my head's so shiny that I'm like...
But you need to embrace the shine a bit, I think.
Yeah, because Colin Gaddis sent me a video yesterday of a guy who had been through a procedure to get his head shined up. It was, I don't know whether he just went in and they buffed the head, and I was like, I just need to walk upstairs and I've got that shine. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not a...
But there's nothing worse than, I think, whenever, because I've got there's 5 lads in my dad's house. He's the oldest, full head of hair.
Uh-huh.
Every one of the younger lads have been bald at like 21, 22. But there's nothing worse whenever they're clinging on to it, or they've got like the fucking hair around the sides.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I start to go, I'm just shaving it clean.
Do you think you're going to go? Do you reckon? You're what? You're in your mid-20s now?
I don't know. I think I'll get a bit ropier, but I don't know whether it'll fully go.
Because I had decent head of hair until I want to say married and kids. I think they were the two things that just came into my life, and then it went. But
are you just hairy all over? I have like a full-on carpet in my whole body.
You know what? I have a weird distribution of body hair.
Right.
Like my legs, quite hairless.
Yeah.
My arms around here, kind of normal.
Yeah.
Shoulders hairy, back hairy, chest hairy.
I could get you a full head of hair just off my tits probably alone.
See, when I do my back before I go on holidays, I could repurpose. There's a video idea for YouTube. We'll repurpose my back hair and make it into a toupee and see.
See, I did that once whenever I went to Calvos about 5 or 6 years ago, where I shaved my back, but I've been that self-conscious about it since because it grew back so weird. And also, I'm not quite comfortable enough in my sexuality to accept that I'm waxing my own back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I only just started using umbrellas a few weeks ago and I'm still struggling with that.
Yeah, see, if you're struggling with that, the whole sort of the metrosexual thing of body shaving is quite because the only thing I will do, I will shave not my back just before going on holidays. I'll do it maybe a week or so before to let a wee bit of hair set.
Yeah, I let it marinate a bit.
Yeah,
it's like the people that get their hair cut like 3 days before an event.
Yeah, this is one thing that winds me up for many reasons. But see, whenever I get it if you're like fucking Harry Styles or some shit. But see, even comedians get barbers to their gig. Like to cut their hair before they go on stage.
Surely no one around here is doing that.
No, I mean,
one with the itchy neck.
Yeah, but you know what? See, when you do that, if they fuck it up, and you go on stage, you're like, oh no, there's nothing worse than you get a bad haircut.
Especially I've had some barbers for years, and one day they've just had a bit of an off day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're confident in them, but if they have the off day before you're about to do a fucking gig,
and then you just, especially if you're doing a big show, your whole confidence is gone.
What would you see? Whenever I was over in London, the majority of barbers were just Turkish ones, Albanian ones, and stuff like that, and they would just blatantly insult you.
Yeah,
there's one fella that was I asked him for a certain haircut that I was getting, which is sort of probably a higher sort of fade, and I was like, no, we take it much lower. You have flattest head I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? And then he was like, oh, people in Albania have this head. He's an Albanian fella, and showed me the back of his, and then I was like, yours is even worse. And then I was really self-conscious about this. You can't really notice it as much now because it's grouped out a bit, but I have a fucking serious flat.
Oh, why? Yeah, you've got a decent. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean, I
don't
wouldn't say it's a bad thing, like, but these guys are like, no, you've got Albanian flathead. You know,
Albanian, that sounds like a fucking breakfast or something.
the Albanian flathead.
But no, it was like I was getting accused of being so many other nationalities for so long. I don't really look Irish.
No, you and me look like we've been cast as Baddies from Belarus. Well, there's the episode name, the Baddies from Belarus. Like I was filming something and I was over in Prague and I was like sitting there just like literally had to wear regular clothes and this guy came over and he was like, and I was like, oh sorry, I speak English. He goes, oh, I thought you were one of us. And I was like, yeah, I know everyone does.
It's quite welcoming, but at the same time, we do sort of look like a fucking Belarusian version of the wet bandits or the sticky bandits, was it called?
The the moist bandits. So but it's I think like with a tan I could be Turkish.
Yeah.
But normally I'm just sort of Balkan like.
Yeah. I have a serious fucking Dagestan cinder block of a skull in me, like, which doesn't help either.
And do you have one of those faces? Like I find like I've been accused of looking difficult to approach or speak to because my resting face looks like
you want to fuck some shit up, like.
And really, like I'm softy, like.
Yeah.
But so I've had to actually go about the opposite now of trying to force a smile more to be like, yeah.
Just end up looking constipated after him
all day, and it is probably more threatening. You're like, you good? And you're like, fuck, well, I was good until I saw
that fucking
what you were doing. You fucking scary bastard.
I had the worst case I had it was maybe about a month or so before that. I only moved back home before Christmas, but I was away for a walk in the park, and there's this homeless fella. This is over in London, obviously, and he seemed like really animated. I had the headphones on, but I was like, fuck. I wonder, is this going to be a run-of-the-mill homeless interaction? Is he looking a bit of change? What's the crack? Maybe a meal deal or something?
Oh, I meal.
He basically waved me down and stopped me to tell me that he too was Albanian. And he asked me what part of the country I was from, and I was like, I'm fucking Irish.
Yeah.
I would have rather he was just begging me for change.
You are lying to me, bastard. Yeah, like, no, I swear. But so you've been, like, how long have you lived in London for? Because see, to me, like, I am a man that likes the simple things. And so I had to go to London last weekend, and you know, the stress. Like, if I wasn't bald already, whew.
Yeah, it would fucking go very quick. I lived in London for about 2 years just before I moved home. I basically just got a job producing podcasts, and then one of the ones was producing. Me and the fella Rufus that I did it with ended up going independent, so now I'm just like co-hosting it. So whenever I did that, I was like, right, fuck it, I'm basically my own boss now. I can move home. I don't have to be working in an office 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have done it quick enough. Like, as much as London was class for like career opportunities, it got me a job that I fucking love and got me onto that podcast, which is going so well.
Which is Radio Rufus, that is.
Radio Rufus, yeah. But just living there day to day, it's a fucking kip.
Yeah.
And I was saying to you before the pod, it was really winding me up how much I would complain about it, and all the Londoners would be like, oh, you're happy to live here. And I was like, not any fucking more.
Yeah.
I'm just coming over here, rinsing you for your work and going back home.
Yeah, because it is a real thing. Like, I notice now, like, people have almost made careers, comedians, about going and saying how much they hate London, and I'm like, but you live there, mate. Your missus from London, why are you there, mate? Come home, you can travel, mate.
Yeah, and you know what? As much as it's annoying, they have a point, like.
Yeah.
But it's sort of a weird situation, and they would say to me, there's a few times at the start, I think I made a TikTok or something about living in London as an Irishman. It was around the time of England getting put out of the Euros, and I was the only Irishman in an office full of Brits, and there was the flags everywhere, everyone was coming in England tops, and I was fucking fuming. But there was a comment in the TikTok where someone was like, yet you're working over here, and I replied something like, well, clearly there wasn't enough Englishmen good enough for the job, so I had to get a fucking paddy over to do it. And he was fucking fuming. He's replying to my TikToks ever since, like.
Yeah. Oh, those guys are cool. You're like, oh, those like, I always think it's a special breed to actually be that annoyed that you'll comment.
Yeah.
You know?
I have hated some things I've watched. I've absolutely fucking despised YouTube videos, TikToks, or everything. Not once have I ever thought, right, I'm going to type out a comment here.
Yeah.
Or even people that dislike a video, is it really worth the effort?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Sometimes I would love to like put something in the comments, but then get the secondhand embarrassment of like someone seeing that.
Yeah.
Imagine
especially
going through a video and seeing your comment like on
yeah.
Sort of
people do it and they're full fucking guffies in their name, like. It's a different story on a burner account or something, which is still embarrassing, but
yeah, like, because then you think about it, they've gone to trouble to make that account, and you're like, gay. The work you've done. Nah.
It's almost kind of nice. It's like, oh, you went through all that bother for me.
Yeah, I remember the only time I like, because it's a weird. I always find a weird juxtaposition, because you go like, people are like, you should be able to rinse these people because you're a comedian.
Yeah.
But also, if you miss, it's the worst in the world, and then you don't want to encourage, because then some people just do it to get a reaction.
Yeah,
And you're like, nah, you don't want to lead into that. Like, and I mean, like, sometimes, like, I only, like, this is the thing I was chatting about with Matthew Dinsmore on his podcast. There's this Reddit thread that was set up about comedy here, and I was like, I don't want to see that. And then one of my mates is like, screenshot, look at that they said about you. I'm like, I don't want to see it. Like,
yeah,
why
it's
have you done
fucking
that?
so annoying. There's been some comments that I've got that I would have happily went my whole life without seeing.
Yeah.
One of my friends was like, haha, send it me on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'm like,
I didn't need that today.
Then, like, exactly, like, why have you done that? And it's not fun. Like, and then the comment that was about me was like, this guy, he is the worst of all. For start, not true. And then he was like, he said something like, he just thinks he's just another fat guy, thinks his sun shines out his fat arse. A, I don't. And B, I actually don't have much of an arse. It's an embarrassment. It's a point of contention. I just have a back and a shitter.
Yeah,
you know,
like a fucking ironing board.
Yeah, and it's like these guys, as my wife has said to me, I'm like a box of wine. I'm just flat with a hole. You know what I mean? It's like, and then this guy, and then it's like, you know what? I don't mind if they go, oh, they think you're comedy shit. You go, listen, that's fair enough. Everyone's, but then insulting me as a guy, I'm like, listen. Yeah. And then now, to be fair to me, from not wanting to see it, I ended up looking at that person's full account
down the rabbit hole.
And and he was critiquing CM Punk's in-ring wrestling ability, and I went, all right.
Yeah, he doesn't have a leg to stand
on.
on.
If you are sitting there eating your Dominoes, commenting on in-ring ability of wrestlers, you're someone I don't need to worry about. It's just a weird thing. And I think, you know what people should do if they have a negative comment, just go, I'll just have it. You know, I just think it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because people I watch and I go, nah.
Aye.
Not for me, but I'm never like, oh, you. And then there's like, I have a guy who I'm mates with who comments on loads of stuff, and I want to say to him, I'm like,
get a fucking life.
Like, stop. Like, and it'll be the amount of comedians he'll go on, and I'm like, don't be at that. Like, it's fucking weird.
There's people that's probably you're friendly with, or you gigged with, or like
if you get into the rabbit hole, you go to him and you're like, oh, he's friends with Dave, and you're like, oh no, this guy.
Aye.
You know, and
everyone looks like a.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, you know, sometimes, and even when I read it, I'm like, oh, I'm embarrassed for you. I have secondary cringe.
See, I thought whenever I started doing the podcast for your fella Rufus that I was going to get so much hate because he is like this posh fucking generational wealthy like TikTok star that had a following of maybe like 800,000 followers at the time. I had fucking about 800 combined, and it was just so different going from his followers seeing that sort of content to seeing me, which is the complete fucking opposite.
Yeah.
So I was worried, thinking that they're not gonna take to me, or they're gonna be fucking fuming with this random fucking Culchie from Ireland coming in and being in all his content. But thankfully, I haven't really got too much hate at all.
Yeah.
With how did that come about then? Like, how did you decide then to be the co-host, or did he ask you to be?
Well, I was just working at the company that was producing it, and they'd heard that I did bits and pieces of stand-up and like comedy writing and stuff like that, and Rufus had said that he would want someone basically like a Jamie and Joe Rogan to just kind of be there, pull things up and stuff like that. But then we recorded the first episode, and he talked to me more than he thought he would, and we ended up just chatting shit the whole time, and it worked pretty well. And then from then he was like, nah, we need to do this together.
And was there ever a point in that where you were just like, I have a decision to make here, or was it like quite natural to feel like you're?
It kind of just happened that way, but then we sort of had a bit of a fallout with the studios that we were with, and at one point he was like, look, I'm not doing it without him, which was fucking class from him. And we went and did it independently, and now I'm just co-hosting it. Still do all the editing and stuff just to fucking save a lot of coin. But it's been so good not having anyone watching over us and stuff, because it's not like we're not trying to do like a fucking edgy podcast or anything, but we want to be able to say stuff without having to run it past 7 or 8 people, or like without having people looking in and being like, oh, you can't say this. And especially because I was an employee at the time, I remember making a joke on a podcast, and I was basically told like, look, if the talent was the phrase I used for the people that were coming in to do it, say something and it goes down wrong, they can apologise, but if you say something and people don't like it, we just have to sack you. So anytime I was doing a podcast under them, I was like fucking nervous about joking about anything.
Yeah,
So
so
it's a
that
bit-
I suppose that is like, God knows, like sometimes you feel like you have to prefix anything to going, this is a joke.
Yeah.
You know, because like the amount of things that have been said here, and I've gone, is that like, even like last week's episode with James McKegney, he afterwards sent me a message being like, yeah, don't clip this bit. And I get it, you know, because if you talk about anything slightly work related, you just, you know, the wrong person hears it, or sometimes I've said some stuff about like friends or kids of friends, or you know, other stuff.
You don't realise, you don't think at the time.
No, and you're like, fuck.
But that's the thing. There's like so many things that we said in our podcast. We're like, yeah, we can leave it in, but we can't clip it. Because whenever you clip it, you put it out into the fucking ether. Anyone can see it.
Yeah.
Whereas the full fucking 60, 70 minute episode is only going to be the fans of the pod seeing it. They know what to expect, kind of.
Yeah, that's a very, because then sometimes like some clips I've been tagged in, I'm going like, even from back in the day, I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, stop, you know, please don't put that out.
Yeah.
And like, there's been a couple of times where like, you know, we sent the clip into the group, and then Gareth's like, is this good to go out? And I'm like, in no world, like that. In fact,
not.
cut that from the episode too, please. Like, you know, because that's my thing. Like, I feel like because I know how I am as a person, I know what I actually think. I can say stuff that, you know, and because I know I look like I'm a member of the National Front, so like I sometimes jokingly play into that, and and then I'm like, but obviously I don't think that, but then
some people don't see it
that
way.
And then you're like, I should probably not do that. That would be quite offensive.
It was kind of rough at times because I would have a pretty fucking low threshold for things that I'm like, oh no, that needs to go. Like very rarely would that happen. So whenever we were working at the production company, I'd be the worst man to make that decision because 90% of the time I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And then someone higher up is like, do you just put that out?
Yeah.
But now we fucking no issues with it.
But so were you putting episodes out and people were then watching them and then
it would be
like, actually no?
Yeah, sometimes there'd be, if there was something that I thought, right, I'm going to have a meeting about this next week. If I don't fucking show this to them ahead of time, I would just bring it up to them, like production managers and stuff like that, or they'd see a clip or something and they'd be like, you can't in any world be saying that was under this fucking, well, under the brand, I suppose. But nah, doing it independently is so much better. And it's like, it's just everything's improved since, because we were actually able to do it our own way. The numbers have fucking skyrocketed. We've been making more money. We've been enjoying it more. Like, you're just doing it. We've got our own studio and stuff now over in London. Like, it's just been class.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, like, because your podcast looks great, you know, it's such a different look about it. I think that, you know, that's part of it. Like, whenever we sort of change stuff up here, I want it to just look a wee bit different, you know. And I think
it's good for clips and stuff as well, eye catching.
But I think yours looks amazing. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, who the hell's funding this? It's fucking like, looks like a film set.
But we initially got that studio built at the old company, and then whenever we moved, they agreed to give us the set, thank fuck. But I remember looking at prices to get someone to build it over in London, and I was like, these are a pile of fucking con men. So I just got my dad on a fucking flight over, and he built it up for us. We didn't measure the studio at all. It just happened to perfectly fit, which is unreal. But it's one of them ones, like like being from here and doing that kind of thing with like older relatives and stuff like that. They have no concept of what you're doing. And like our episodes we're getting, like we were getting millions of views a week on like social media, TikTok, Instagram, everything combined. And I'd be coming home at Christmas and my family would be like, oh, you gonna get a real job? Are you gonna like, my grand is still talking about the trades and I'm 26, like. But it wasn't until I had a fucking article in the Ulster Herald that they were like, he's fucking got something here.
That's what you need to do. You need to be getting in the papers, because people are like, nowadays you don't need papers. I see promoting gigs and all, like, nah. I'm always like, yeah, go to the papers, because you'll not hear from anybody in your family unless you're in. Like, the greatest moment of my life was getting on the front cover of the North Down Spectator. I was like,
fucking sure,
that's
big time now,
is
like,
made. That's it. But other than that, like, people, like, it's trying to explain to relatives what, and then like, people have watched it, but what does that mean? They come and say no.
No clue at all.
But they watch me.
But fucking page 12 in a local newspaper, that's the big time.
Yeah, did your granddad give you a handshake?
Did he? Fuck no.
Nah, he said nah.
He would call me gay for even suggesting such things. Remember whenever I had a job at Tesco, he was like, you're not going to get a real job, that's a job for women.
Like,
it's fucking 2020, like.
And then to be fair to him, you did quit that. No, you're like, you're right, Granda, let's go. Fucking hell. But no, thankfully all my grandparents died before I was working and stuff, so I didn't need to worry about
you didn't have to worry about explaining that, thank fuck.
Like, and my parents are quite kind of like progressive in terms of stuff like, because when I left the job, that's how I knew I could have done it, was because I'd be like, I think I'm going to leave work, and my mom would be like, nah, absolutely not. And then over the time, they were like, maybe leave it for a bit. And then by the end,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, now it's time to go. And I was like, okay, that's a good sign.
See, thankfully, I've made enough stupid decisions that have ended up working out that now they just don't really pass any remarks.
Yeah.
So I've kind of bought myself a bit of credit in that regard, just with like leaving safe jobs to do something and then it leading to something else and just ending up falling on my feet and end up. But it's especially living in the country and stuff, there's very few things that dictate your worth as a man. One of them is your work ethic, and the other one is, I would say, how good of a feed you can put away.
Yeah.
So whenever they saw that I was like just fucking working in a wee cozy office job, that did not go down well for me. Like, but I remember
having to come home and just have full roast by yourself to show them, listen, I've still got it.
yeah. But like I remember being like out in sight and just out with like my uncles and stuff, labouring and stuff when I was younger, and just being like, there's genuinely more work in a week off than me right now. Like, I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. And thinking like, right, I actually do need to put up the numbers in the spud game. So much so, there's one point where me and one of my friends, after a night out, we were having this conversation, and two big fucking hefty country men, we were sort of arguing with each other about who can actually eat more. So we got our other friend Niall to just keep peeling spuds and making chips. So we're like, right, we'll see who can put away the most plate of chips. It was the only thing we had on us at the time. And I remember we were about 6 plates deep, and we're starting to struggle at this point because we had a fucking belly full of stout, just chips. And I remember saying to him, I was like, we can't do sauce, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Which I regretted after the 3rd plate. But I remember being like, right, now hit us again. He was like, lads, you've had the full fucking bag of spuds. So we just had to call it it evens.
Like, that sounds like something like Finn McCool would do with and Finn McCool invited the other giant and they just had spuds until and then that's the lore, that's why the famine happened. They had all the spuds. Finn McCool and Benetton are done. Colin, and it's like, there's no spuds left now.
Yeah, it wasn't the British, it was Finn.
No, it was Finn. Yeah. And I actually need to be careful that I have offended Irish heritage too much. Now again, I kind of feel like I have to prefix this. I am bisexual, so my mum's Catholic, my dad's Protestant. So,
I was bisexual for a couple of weeks 2 or 3 years ago. Whenever I graduated uni, I realised that I was getting rejected from a lot of media jobs. BBC and stuff were telling me that it didn't fit their like diversity quota and stuff. Applied for UTV and told them I was bisexual in the application. Got the job straight away. And I remember thinking like, right, is this a coincidence? What's going on? And then I went out for their Christmas do and everyone was gay.
Yeah.
But also, in my defence, it's a victimless crime. Well, I see it that way anyway, because it's not as if they can be like, even if like my fucking woman left me to my first day at work, but they didn't know who was showing up the next day, do you know what I mean?
See, that's it, you like to mix it up. So not only are you bisexual, but you're a bisexual playboy. So you've got a woman one day, a fella the next, just who knows.
But like, even if you're in a long-term relationship, they can't be like, no, you're not bisexual. And I don't know. Do you know what I mean? The last time I checked, I wasn't.
And how long have you been in a relationship for?
3 years.
Yeah, see, that you've been non-bisexual. Well, you should still be bisexual, but just
it's very progressive.
I mean, what I think they need to do is test people. Just get a fella in, get a woman in, and be like, go on them. If you want this job,
either that or like ask them to quote Drag Race or something.
Yes. But then I think, like I have said before, and people have said to me, like when I got with my wife Catherine, like a lot of my friends, especially their wives, like we thought you were gay, and I was like, well, I have a lot of the gay energy apart from the fancying guys. The rest of it, I love it. I love gay culture. I love gay nights. I love it all. Apart from the guys aren't for me.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like you even more so, but both of us would be worth our weight in gold in the gay community.
Oh, listen, this is my plan B.
Yeah.
If all this goes to pot, OnlyFans, bear content.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was on the episode before, but I brought up the fact that I saw a post the other day from some woman that basically said, it was this day last year that I quit my full-time job to become an OnlyFans millionaire. And she put up screenshots of earnings and she made like 300 quid the whole year. We would have 100% make more than her.
Yeah, like I would say so. Maybe almost that is a YouTube side quest we should do. Set up an OnlyFans. And I mean, the only thing I wouldn't like to do is I would have to do tasteful stuff.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like to show like a full...
Not full frontal.
Well, that would...
I'd need a second man to do full frontal.
People would leave. They'd be like, why has that man got a vagina? I'm like, but I think, we'll do tasteful stuff. I don't like... I feel like sometimes if you're doing that and you just, like, if you have your full spread asshole straight away, you're like, that's...
I see. Nobody wants to see that either.
Give us an example. What kind of content we're going to find?
Like, because I would try to play into the whole bear thing. I would get into a stream. You know, nude in the stream, maybe a bit of pubic hair just creeping up
Yeah,
out of the water,
yeah.
maybe a salmon in my hand.
Aye.
You know, something like that, like a tasteful calendar.
That's kind of fucking hot.
Yeah, and
I like the
it would
idea
be
of
pretty
that.
good. Like, and the only thing I
Maybe
would,
you with the salmon in your teeth.
yeah, just blood dripping down, in the hair and all. But then I would need to, like, I would have to focus. Like, part of my job would have to be, I'd have to go and do like legs, bums, and tums. Because I'd
Right.
have to get my bum. I don't have much of a bum. Like I said, I need to go and pump that
See,
up.
I think like the guys that are into the bear community, they're not worried about shape. They're worried about mass.
Right. Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So
it's-
we're covered because
Yeah.
I haven't much of a hoop of me, but
But-
I feel like there's enough there just in sheer weight
Yeah.
that I'd get away.
someone sent me a video actually of a guy who was just like, he was just very fat,
Aye.
and this other guy was just into just washing him, and not like, so he was just
That'd
like,
be fucking
this
class.
guy- but he,
Just
then,
like a gay car wash.
but then it was a bit like that, but after a while he started like hitting them with his dick and stuff, and like I'd be like,
yeah.
that's a wee,
That's
like,
hateful,
I'd be
man,
like, that's
come on.
degrading, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, fair
yeah.
enough, wash me, but don't hit me with your dick. Like, that's the ultimate
Yeah.
act of disrespect.
Aye.
And
So
the other
I-
guy, like, he wasn't doing any, like, he wasn't like, give me that dick. He was just like trying to like just get washed, maybe, you know.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
I get
speaking of
you.
that, actually, maybe this is a crime, because I read an article this week about some woman who was sacked from a care home because she was jacking off this guy in the bath, like when she's giving him a bath.
Give her a fucking raise.
Yeah, but apparently where she got it wrong was she was like, she did the old classic, like, I do you to a colleague. So there was this old man in the bath, and she was like, oh, he's got a root. Like, I do you. And the colleague went and told the care home boss, was like, yeah, this guy's got a problem. And then she said to him too, like, do you like big women? And the guy was like, oh, why? It was grab this and let him grab his arse. And then the other guy was like, I don't think like Sharon's really going by the book here. And then she was like, did you jack that guy off? And she's like, yeah, fucking need a root. Like, so what am I going to do? And I love that. Like, what am I going to do? Not do it. you know?
Just look at it maybe
Yeah.
at fucking most.
Yeah, not crazy. Like,
Now, I've always sort of said that I don't think I'm anyone's type, but I'm definitely someone's fetish.
Mm-hmm.
And there's enough people, even a select group of 100 men, that would pay me a good chunk of money a month. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, you know, do you ever, Dita Von Teese, the like burlesque dancer?
I don't.
She's more my
You-
generation. I'm
you-
showing my age here.
I was about to say you really are down with the gay culture.
Well, she, like, one of the things that she said was like, she started off being a stripper.
Yeah.
But she's very like gothic, so she'd
Right.
be very pale, black hair, and she said like that there'd be women doing the striptease would come in, they'd just everything out, arseholes and everything. The guy would give them $1. Like 50 guys would give her $1 for this.
Yeah.
Whereas she would come and do like the burlesque and keep a wee bit back, and one guy would give her 50 quid, and then she was like, because I kept a bit back.
Aye, they
You
wanted
know,
more.
They wanted a bit more, so I think maybe because she was a wee bit different, people were like, oh, I'm playing in so I think like that's that.
The other
maybe-
strippers show up in like a North Face coat the next night.
Yeah, like, you're done, you know. But I think like, but with you, like, I think you could fit into both camps. Like, you could be a fetish, but also you're the sort of guy that would turn up in a porno with a toolbox,
Yeah.
ready to fix pipes.
I
Like,
know how to use some of them.
Yeah, and for a porn, it's always just up something.
Yeah.
You know, I've got this hammer at the handle. Got this spanner at the handle. Yeah, got a sander. I don't know what I could do with a sander in a porno.
I've never seen them like running under the sink beforehand.
See, that's it. You never see them do. Yeah, that's a fair one. Is there proper hygiene?
Yeah.
That's what I'd be
We
saying.
need to get a fucking health and safety inspector. That's arguably a weirder job than recording porn.
Oh, yeah, the porn health and safety inspector. Like, how do you make sure a dildo doesn't have any sharp edges? You're like, well, listen, in for a penny. Oh no.
Have you been, Dave? Have you been on a set with an intimacy coordinator?
Yes. No.
Was it for you?
No, this is so embarrassing for me. This particular thing I did, right, I was playing a taxi driver in a drama show, and I fucked it up so many times, this one particular scene. So the gist was, right, so I'll tell you the intimacy scene after. Basically, I pick up a couple, and they've been in a night out, and they're doing a bit of snogging in the back of the taxi. So that was fine. I did a pickup shot where I was driving up outside the Merchant. I did that. But then when they hopped in, I was like, all right, mate. And then I didn't know it was recorded, so I had to do the whole thing, shot of the taxi coming down. They hop in. directors and the walkie-talkie. Dave, you're not supposed to speak. You fucked that scene. All right, sorry. So I was just doing it for the other actors. Get in. All right, mate, you good? Like for a laugh, and they're like, no, you fucking can't do that, you dick. I was like, okay. So beforehand, we were running lines, and we were in this like fucking rehearsal space, and I was there. I'd run my lines, they'd run their lines. The music coordinator came in and was like, right, you guys are doing this scene, you're gonna be like, there's some stuff in you know, be some touch in it, won't be in sort of intimate areas. Nice. He's good with that. I hadn't anticipated that they were only talking to those two. Yeah. And I was just still there, like, awkwardly. And I was like, yeah, it's dead on. And they were like, we're not talking to you. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, you know, I don't mind. Like, I was like, away. But like, I'm looking at it in the mirror. Is that not a thing? And they were like, no, you're not being touched. You don't need to worry. And I was like, just like, and then there was nowhere for me to go in the room, so I just walked the circle and ended up coming back to where I was sitting again. And they're like, who is this weird
They're also
guy?
like, Dave, you know you don't need to look in the mirror.
Yeah, and I was like, but I have to. Like,
it is a bit weird having like a fucking full-on umpire for a shag.
Yeah. But like, have you seen Love Actually?
Yeah.
I need to come out and say I had not seen Love Actually until this Christmas,
Don't
right?
bother. Oh,
and,
yeah.
And it wasn't a good time. But the scene with Martin Freeman's character and Stacey from Gavin and Stacey, where he's just grabbing her, like there's no acting there. He's just grabbing her boobs
for the love of the game.
Exactly. Like, and then the housemaid was Sydney Sweeney, my favourite actress, by the way. In fact, actor, a lot of respect for her. In that, the guy's like got her nipples in his mouth. Like, you can't act that. You can't.
Yeah. And also, God love that man.
I know it's a hard job. Like, isn't it? It's very unprofessional.
There's not really much she can do there, and like, surely the intimacy coordinator, they have to allow for a bit of fucking bulge.
Yeah, because I mean, what happens then?
Because there's nothing you can do, like. But it's a bit weird, I suppose, for a scene like that if you aren't fucking turgid.
Yeah, but then is he going to say like, you're erect?
Yeah,
nothing would make me less erect than someone going
pointing it out.
You're erect, and like fun, and like when it was a whole team, I would hate that.
Yeah,
you know. Thankfully, I'm not ever in something where I'm like the sexy guy doing a love scene. You know, so never do I have to be around a load of people. Like, I've had to kiss somebody, my friend Ruth, once in a sketch show, and it was like, you know, I made sure like the tongue was like, let's not touch tongues.
Yeah.
But then some of those scenes are like fucking tongue. I mean, that's not stage kissing. That's full fucking number.
Be like, it's just full on. You had said there about that the like woman getting sacked from the was it like a nursing home?
A nursing home, yeah.
I'd seen something a while ago where there was some woman that was working at one in America, and she was just flat out for weeks. They were really understaffed, so she just started like drugging the old people, so she'd have less of a workload. And it worked out, like, over the case of a few years. They discovered that she had killed like 30 grannies. Just from like just because she was like, you know what, I was busy on Sunday there.
Yeah, not anymore. But then she hasn't given it foresight, because then what's going to happen is the ones who are of that older age that are about to go, they're replaced by younger, fitter ones. So you're like, fuck.
That's probably more work.
Yeah, exactly.
Having a fucking chase after them skitters.
Exactly. Like I think, but there's a way. Like you just leave them. Like
yeah.
You know, we were visiting Catherine's granny in the home recently, and it was. Sometimes when you go to home, it's hilarious, like, without meaning to be, because you were asking her how she was, and Catherine's granny was like, yeah, I'm okay, and then she goes, apart from she keeps staring at me, and she just pointed out there, and we
some
turned,
woman fucking mad dogging you.
Like, we turned around, like, expecting, you know, maybe someone, like a member of staff or something. Legit, another old woman's room directly across the hall, and this woman's just what the fuck staring at her. And you know, when you turn around, you catch someone, yeah, that would fucking put you off. You're lying in your bed, someone just across the hallway,
like the woman from Shutter Island.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was like.
That would terrify you. Like, what the fuck's a beef with Sinead? Like, what'd you do to her?
She's like, just fucking stare. And then I was like, I think I said, like, do you want me to close your door? And she was like, no, as in, fucker, we're here for this
fucking war.
Yeah,
so I think my ma, whenever it comes her time to be fucking sent packing, she would be too twisty to not fucking just attack that woman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the good thing was, I think that woman couldn't go anywhere. Like, I think she was like, you know, when you look at someone, you go, there's not a lot of steps in them of a day. Like, I think she was just in the bed, like, and like that was her. I think the joy she got in her day was just staring out other people. And like, yeah, it was that, like that. Did you ever have that where like you be walking around with your mates and you'll say something like, oh fuck, like, they're so and so, and then it'll look a wee bit like someone, and you'll look up, and then you'll catch the eye of the person, and you'll piss himself.
It's
like that.
There's nothing you can do. Like,
no, you just have
especially
to
when it's a spot on fucking lookalike.
and I get that kills me. And like that is exactly what happened there. I was like, I turned around not expecting there to be anyone staring at me, and then just and I just had to laugh in her face. And then like, what's she gonna do? You know, close the door on her. But yeah, no, I think the care home would be a tough shift, like, because they're not sound like old people. I love to fucking lose a rag with you, like.
Yeah. I'm sort of thinking like day to day, I don't really do much more than the average resident of a care home these days in terms of like steps, physical activity. Like I am a very fucking immobile man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it would hit me as hard as I'm maybe thinking. Plus you're just getting fucking sponge cake handed to you all day. Maybe a game of bingo or something in the evening.
I see the care home that Catherine's grandparents are in. It's fucking ace, like.
Yeah.
They've got bingo, they've got quiz days, they've got on Thursday morning they've McDonald's breakfast.
Jesus Christ.
They bring them down, bring all.
That's fucking unreal.
It's killing it. Yeah, I'd be like, could I get in soon? Like, is it,
what do you have to do to speed up this process?
I know that I think probably another kid. I think that would be about it.
That'll do you in. You'll be away.
Like I look at it whenever I just had my first daughter, black hair, black beard. Now I'm grey and bald. It's like what the fuck are they doing to me? Like, it's not fair.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? As well as that, like you see the care homes that are absolutely pimped out, but do you ever see the prisons now? You see prisons with fucking Xboxes in them.
Yeah.
Like that sounds class. Because especially, it's a different story if it's a life sentence, but say you get like 3 months or something, you've absolutely no excuse not to come out fucking ripped.
Yeah.
And also, you can still play a bit of Xbox in the evening.
Yeah, just go in jacked and sometimes I think it would be fun. Now, I'm sure there'll be people in the comments going, excuse me, can't say prison would be fun. It's not. But I mean, there's worse things I reckon than prison. Like.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, the stereotypical idea of prison being like a rusty fucking bunk bed with some toilet you share with 10 men and just the right amount of rape.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound great.
No.
But some of these ones you see photos of, it genuinely looks like a fucking wellness retreat.
Yeah. But because I think especially as well here, like I watched like there's Ralph, I think, or Ralph.
I know who you're on about.
Yeah. And he was in prison for something he did. Can you check up his name? So I think it's, if I've called him Raphael something or other, I think, or he's like, he was a prisoner. He does a show like Britain's or the world's deadliest prisons.
Aye.
Like I could to watch some of them, and you're like, yeah, that's what prison should be. Like that would put me off being bad.
Raphael Rowe,
yeah. He does like a show that's on Netflix where he goes and like stays in some of these prisons and like see somewhere like Costa Rica or whatever, they're rotten. Like Thailand, horrible.
Stephen Nolan went to McGabry. See that video?
Is this recently again? Cause he went a few years ago.
Yeah,
was that it?
The one a few years ago.
Yeah,
50 bellies.
Yeah, but see him now. Stephen Nolan looks amazing now.
Does he?
He's lost a load of weight.
He's seeing the fucking Manjaro crack as well.
But he only started on it recently, you see. Right. So he got to a point and then he's looking great, and he's got the hair dyed and all. He's looking sharp.
He's still sucking crisps.
Pardon? I haven't been in a studio where I've seen his crisps in a while. And I think he's off the crisps. I think he's on a nice.
That's a fucking trick then.
Yeah, so that's it. But that was what he would apparently do for a while, and I say apparently he did. He would like get crisps and lick the flavour off when he was on diet and bin them like, and that's
In fairness, I did that with the inside of the packets for years.
Yeah.
See if there's a really nice bag of crisps, I'm not leaving that pack without fucking tonguing the whole thing.
See,
like
that's the best thing about Manjaro now, right?
Yeah.
Because it's slower digestion. If you eat something really nice, you're still burping it for a couple of days. You're like, oh, it's good.
Yeah. The people around you probably aren't like
they're
it.
Like, no, I'm tell you what, I've talked about the farts before. The like fermented ones, not good.
Aye.
But like the burps are a bit.
Would you recommend the likes of that?
Manjaro?
Aye.
Yeah, I think for me personally, yes. I think obviously if you can do it normally, but my problem was never like I always liked going to the gym. I always thought I like when I'm in a routine of it, it's good.
Aye.
But I just couldn't control my eating, and I'd always thinking about crisps and sweets. And
see, I definitely am in the same boat. I like eating much more than I like moving, which has always sort of been my issue. But I've never actually went and stuck at the gym for a few months to see before trying the likes of that. Yeah,
no, I think for me it was just like it was literally a last thing. I was like, I need to do something here, and I tried it without it, and then I was like, you know what? Let's give it a go and see. And it's been good. Like people are like, oh, do you not feel a bit nauseous? And you're like, yeah. But I mean, I also could put away, a big family size bag of Maltesers, then a bag of minstrels, and I could
easy
like,
work,
no bother. And then afterwards, I'd be like, oh no. And like, I think the older you get, like I'm 40 this year, and I'm like, right, I need to get my health in check because like I did know like where I put on most of my fat, like I would have always been like fat enough, like, but I would have been big and would have trained and been strong.
Aye.
Then when I had the kids and I stopped doing the training, and I like was eating because I was stressed, I was eating because I was happy, I was eating because I was sad, I was celebrating by getting food, I was commiserating by getting food, and then it wasn't, and then like the clothes stopped fitting you and you're like, and you don't realise you're getting it.
You're doing that fucking classic fat guy shirt twist every time you
like
sit down.
Every time you do anything, and it's like I just think it was more like the heart things. They're like, you're gonna have a heart, like you're gonna be 40.
I was getting to the stage you're like, right, this is actually there's threat to this. Yeah,
and as you get older, and like I just find like the best thing about it's been like I'm much more active now, even just like being arsed to do stuff. And
the stairs isn't as much of a fucking
I actually find myself running up the stairs now just because it's extra.
I need to get on
extra
this.
Bit of exercise, but it's just I think it's that.
I just love fucking takeout and KFC and Chinese and stuff. And like the other day, we had a fucking we partnered up with Spotify basically with the podcast relaunch, and they got us a fucking billboard in Leicester Square.
Oh, nice.
And we went and we were getting photos taken with it and stuff, and that was such a fucking strange experience because you would see like Harry Styles promoting his new album, Dermot Kennedy was up, fucking 28 years later was being advertised, but then just my fucking big head in the middle of this. But that's not the point. Rufus went away on back to Brighton, and I was fucking, all I could think about the whole time we were getting these photos took in front of this billboard was the fact that there's a KFC around the corner. And I had went round 10 minutes after being on the billboard, ordered the KFC, my fucking card got declined. And I was like, that's
a sign.
Yeah. It looks fucking all well and good, but I am fucking, there's a lot more going on behind them.
See, that's the thing, isn't it? About people like, oh, you're doing well for yourself. And like, I've just paid my tax bill. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to do anything. The bare OnlyFans account, sorry. I've got the handle already. Like
But there's nothing that brought me down to earth quicker than having to fucking ring my mom and be like, could you send me 18 quid?
Yeah. Are you still double down on the KFC after that?
Oh, fucking sure. I still got a few extras, like.
Yeah, no, you have to, like, and I was thinking, like, I love KFC, love McDonald's, and that was the thing. I was getting sneaky with meeting too. Like if I was going to gigs or whatever, or coming, I'd be like, "Do you want any dinner?" I'd be like, "Nah, I'll sort myself out." You know. And then whenever you're ordering, you've built up a character, and you're ordering food for like, actually, hold on, would you give us ketchup in that one, give us brown sauce in that one, so the people you're trying to hide it from the people serving there to be like, oh, so he's got Fanta and Coke, so they're two different people, two different tastes. No, it's all me. It's all me. And then you're like, I need to just stop that. And that's the weirdest thing about it, is you just don't think about food as much. You know, like whenever I was over in London doing gigs, only thing I ate that whole day was my sister made me couple of slices of bacon and some scrambled eggs before I left the house, and then like went to football, didn't have a burger. Usually if I go to the Emirates, I'm getting a burger, no doubt. And then after the gig or after the match, I went from there in the centre of London, and there's obviously loads of places to get food. I was like, nah, I'll just do alright, because my mind was going, I'll get more steps, I'll burn some calories here.
I used to hate whenever I was younger and I would be like going out with my friends or something and be like, my mad asked me, oh, what are you doing? Are you getting a bite to eat or something? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a Chinese or something. And then she'd be like, oh, will I not put dinner on for you then? And I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you suggest such a thing? So I would go out, get like a fucking gravy chip, lock of goujons, come home, eat a full feed of spuds. And I was wondering what the problem was. I should have had a fucking bit of a wake-up call before Christmas, because on like Uber Eats and stuff over in London, after a while it'll say on the receipt your name and it'll tell you what you ordered and stuff like that, but in fucking bold writing under my name from the Chinese I was getting from, it said loyal customer. And then it gave me all my stats for that year, and I had something like 36 Chineses bought in I think it was 7 or 8 months. And then we calculated how much I had spent over £1,000 on Chinese.
You don't want your Chinese wrapped.
I know. Aye, not at all. Like I don't want my fucking combat record for my Chinese.
Walk of Fame at the Wonton House. You're like, oh no, fucking God.
But I remember thinking like, you should have just wrote big fucking fat smelly bastard in the receipt instead of telling me how many times I've ate this. Like,
because that is in a similar thing when I was doing my like tax return for last year, and I was going, that's just McDonald's a lot of McDonald's. Too many McDonald's there. Like, why am I eating that for breakfast every day? And I'm like, sodium, heart, balls. You know, it is just a thing. And then like when people are like, oh, you know, it's okay to go like and you're looking a bit, and then but when your mum goes, you're the fattest person I've ever seen. I'm like what? And then I know she's lying. You know what I mean? But
my like dad's side, big into the body shaming. My ma's side, all feeders. So it's kind of a very fine line I'm walking, and you're just kind of, you don't really know where you stand, because you're thinking, will I go for an extra portion? Then you see fucking dad looking over at you, and you just know rightly he's thinking, what a fucking useless prick.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's a good word. I feel like your dad wouldn't get the ins and outs. You just look at him and go, macros, bro.
Oh,
and then he'll be like, what? And he'll be like, yeah, it's all about the science of the carbohydrate. So, but now my mum will just, she will say, you know.
It's exercise for me as well. Like a couple of months ago, I started work at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and which is a fucking handy enough start. I had no reason to be late, and I walked out and saw the bus driving past, and I could have broke into even a light jog and made that bus. I just looked at it and was like, I'll not bother. Ended up like 40 minutes late to work. Literally that same day, I'd realised that the co-op closes in 2 minutes, and I really, really wanted a bag of minstrels. I fucking sprinted. And I got back to the house and I was all buzzing. And the new Call of Duty had just came out. I was fucking posted up playing it. Had a can of Coke, my minstrels, and then I was like, I am a useless prick. Like, I couldn't convince myself to break into even a light jog to be on time for work, which pays my fucking bills. But the threat of missing out on a bag of sweets for my gaming session had me sprinting like a fucking prime bolt.
But then, like, you can't control that. Like, my mum once told me she would make me dinner if I went and let her dog out for a pee or something. I was like, dead on. Coming home from work at the time, I'll leave the dog out to dinner. I got home, let the dog out, went to the microwave. She had made me dinner. She fucking spoofed me.
Jesus.
I cried.
Yeah,
but
that's fucking psychological warfare.
But you know, like, you're like so annoyed, you're like shaking, and then you see your reflection in the mirror, and you go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, my mum didn't make me dinner, and I'm crying. I think I was like fucking 25 at the time or something.
That was more than Manjaro. That'll be you see yourself crying after no food.
I know, it's like fuck, and then it was like I'm a full adult. I could just go and make my own dinner, like, but no, because you know, your mum always makes better food. Like, you just want your mum's food.
Yeah.
And I think I waited till she came home and beat the fuck out of her. Nah, my mum would actually kill me, I reckon.
She'd fuck you up.
Yeah, but thankfully now I don't think about it as much. Now, as we're here, I'm like, I'm going to have like a bagel with avocado and a turkey rasher when I get home and some egg.
See, that does nothing for me. Like, that's a very healthy sort of lunch.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it is. It is for me.
It's good fats.
Yeah.
You know, that's
macros.
The macros.
What's your death row meal?
Oh, Jesus.
Cock. We chatted about prison.
Maybe we side a cock.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking sick myself on it.
Served off a cock.
I think I'm going to be absolutely gluttonous. Like, because even if I don't eat it all, which I probably won't, I've still put the runner on the prison set through a bit of a shift before I've went. I'll probably get a boneless banquet from KFC with about 2 or 3 litres of gravy just in case.
Yeah.
I'll get a chicken fried rice with curry sauce, portion of barbecue ribs, gravy chip with peas and onions, and maybe like a 6-pack of Coke. And that's just the food.
Yeah.
I'll probably get a big bag of fucking sweet cinnamon popcorn, jam a bag of peanut M&Ms into it, and chocolate fudge cake.
Oh, nice.
That might do me, like.
Yeah. And I would get pick a mix. It's my favourite.
Pick a mix
from the cinema.
Is that it?
Oh no, of course not. No. That would be my treat. See, I've done it before, but I haven't done. I don't even know what I mean. I'd definitely have a banoffee as a dessert. That would definitely be
very sweet.
Yeah, maybe scallops or like fucking mussels or something.
Your mom would probably still be shaming you on death row.
Oh no,
like, do you really need all that, dude?
Should be, and he could have lived another 5 years. He wasn't such a fat bastard.
Yeah. How would you want to go? Would you want to go electric chair? Would you want to go hanging, firing squad?
Oh, in prison, I thought, like, in real life, you just like to go and, like, you know, I'm asleep. In prison, I would like to go.
If you were sentenced to death,
I would have to say injection, but I have to be like, listen, go for more than that. You know, like, go for more, because
you show them the spot, you put them in jar.
Yeah, I'd be like, just in the gut, go for it.
I've got the template.
You know, but I like, my big fucking stone head would be drama for everyone if I got electrocuted.
Yeah.
I would just be going, I'd be like, oh no, like, you know, in the Green Mile where they don't put the sponge on. That'd be me. I'd set on fire. I'd be like, don't think I'm dead. No.
I didn't realise till recently that the firing squad, only one person has a bullet and no one's meant to know.
Yeah.
Which I think that's shit crack, because if my last ever spectacle that I'm going to see is a group of lads shooting me, I want them to be trying fucking trick shots.
Yeah.
I want them to be lining up at the top of a ladder, 360 no scopes, seeing who can hit it.
Yeah. Well,
but then you might end up with like fucking 3 bullets in each leg.
Like, yeah, but I'd be trying to dodge. I'd be like, fuck, come on. And then if they missed, you'd be like, well, you shot me and you missed, so it's not on me. Like,
they're
let
like,
me go.
right, Aidan, will that do? I was like, nah, headshots on me. Come on, lads.
Because wasn't there a guy who got, like, you can check this out, Johnny and see, like, I think there was a guy who got sentenced to death, and then they, like, gave him the whatever it was, whether it's electric chair, and he didn't die, and he was like, well, that was my punishment, to get the electric chair. And I think someone was like, nah, mate, spoof, it was death. Doesn't matter how many. And they like fucking just kept rinsing.
He thought he fucking survived it.
He thought he got that, like, the Salem witch hunt, you know, and then he survived, so he gets to...
But I don't think he did. Like, and then I remember there was a serial killer, probably like in the 80s, who was like, I shoot me, so you make a mess and you have to clear it up.
Aye.
Which is
twisty, but I like it.
Yeah, I think if I get hanged, it would be dramatic, because you know where they just drop and they go, my head will come off, I reckon, because my body's too heavy. I'd be fucking upside handling, my spine's just hanging there. But I don't know. What are the options? Are there any more? Like, what are all the capital punishments? Do you have like could you get your, like, I wouldn't mind a big samurai sword though, but again,
that'd be pretty cool.
A few goes.
I've got an interesting little story though about Joseph Samuel from England in 1803. He was convicted of robbery and sentenced to hang. The rope snapped during the hanging. They tried again. The rope snapped again. A third attempt failed too. At the time, repeated failure was seen as divine intervention. His sentence was commuted and he was eventually freed.
Nice.
That's basically like the Jesus story all over again.
Yeah, and what's he called? Joseph Samuel?
Joseph Samuel.
I hope he went on to be a life coach.
Yeah, after that.
Yeah, I'd be like, listen,
if he was about these days, he would definitely have a podcast.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I was sentenced to death, but I said no. My mindset was like, no. I grinded it out. I just tensed my neck. He probably have, you know, one of those. You ever see the guy that does it, like, there's a wee chewy thing and it really brings his jaw out? There's this guy that's got like a super jaw. It'd probably him. He'd be like, and I use this with my discount code. And it'd be fucking wild, like.
I seen a story a while ago whenever we were looking for ones for the podcast to cover. There's this woman that basically the headline of the story was the world's strongest vagina, and she was like lifting weights with her fucking vagina.
In what, like?
So see, I was kind of disappointed with the format, because I just pictured the fucking flops coming out and gripping the dumbbell. Yeah. But the reality was she stuck like this wooden egg up herself, tensed. Fucking tied it to the dumbbell basically. I think she was lifting like 6 or 7 kg just with her minge.
Yeah. How do you discover that talent?
That's a great fucking question. I think she had said something along the lines of she was kind of distraught about how loose it had got after childbirth, so she took matter into her own hands. But surely just do a lock of squats. You don't need to be a that crack.
Yeah, well, I mean, if like, and then I thought she maybe was scratching it and just broke her finger. Like, fuck, that's some strength down there, like. But no, like, do you ever watch those gym videos where like they try to see whether something's a scam or whether it's legit? There's one today I was watching, and it was this guy was saying like apparently cold hands. Like there's this device that like you can apparently lift more if you have cold hands.
Right. Okay.
So maybe she was just putting an ice pack on her blurt, and then the next thing you know, it's just this fucking powerful. Whoa, you know. And what's your favourite move in the gym? The snatch. Thank you. Yes. Booyah. That actually hurt. Oh man, I'm getting old. Shit. But no, so has anyone else got away with death?
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Love it.
I don't know if you talked about her before, Maggie Dixon, or is that?
No.
No.
It sounds like something you saw. You went and see Maggie Dixon. Yep.
She was executed by hanging for concealing a pregnancy. After being cut down, she was found alive in her coffin. So she was released.
They just let her out of the coffin?
Apparently so. After being cut down, she was found alive in her coffin. The law had technically been fulfilled. She was hanged, so authorities released her.
That's a bit fucking mental.
She lived for decades afterward and became known as Half-Hanged Maggie.
Half-Hanged Maggie.
Half-hung Dave.
That sounds something you only find in the Wild West, that shit.
Yeah.
But then afterwards there'd be so much lore around her. You'd be like, don't go near her. She's fucking...
I love stories like that though. Like there's a fella that he was probably in his like 60s at the time, from round where I'm from, and big lad, like he must have been about 30 odd stone. and he had
Like
went into
farm strong or fat?
just fat, like, and he had went into A&E with really bad chest pains, and they're like, look, you need to go to whatever the big hospital was near him. They were like, right, seriously, like, this is urgent, we've red flagged this, go straight there. He got his daughter to stop at the McDonald's drive-thru on the way there, was dead like the next day.
You know what? At least he went out doing what he loved.
That is true, to be fair. Or I had one of my great uncles had the same crack, where he was told, again, went in with like chest pains, was just really, really unwell for a couple of days. Told him to go to the same hospital. He was like, I'm not fucking going all the way up there. Was found dead at the front door by the postman the next day.
See,
I respect the ignorance,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But at the same time, had you just tucked the fucking 40-minute spin up the motorway?
I love stubbornness.
Yeah.
See, pig-headedness. Nah.
Especially
You know
with
what?
stubbornness to the point where it kills you.
Yeah,
Is
see,
real
you
fucking,
know what? I couldn't be arsed. And you know what? I reckon wherever they are now, like, you know what? Fucking, they're still going to be arsed going up there.
Yeah.
And I'm dead. But, you know, I'd be the opposite. I'd be like, oh, I felt a wee tingle and I have to go. And then doctor would be like, you don't need to be here.
Aye.
But then it's because of my mum being like, you're going to have a heart attack. I'm like, and then like,
She's
like,
putting the fear of God through you, like.
totally. And like, I sometimes, if I have chest pains and then I'm like, I just need a burp. I'm all good. Like, you know, but then
It's just heartburn.
yeah, and then it's like, so there's other people I know as well. It'll be the opposite. They'll be like, "Oh, sure, couldn't you just be hit by a car tomorrow?" Like, and it's like, like you see all these people with undiagnosed heart conditions, like footballers and all. Be like, you could be as fit as a fiddle and still die.
Yeah.
You know, I had an uncle who lived till he was in his 90s, and he smoked like a fucking train one after other every minute of every day.
And then you see some cunt going for 5Ks in their 50s just drop dead.
Yeah,
That's why I don't run.
nah, I don't run because I can't really. Like, I did run with one of my kids recently, and she went, I didn't know you could run, Daddy. And I was like, well, that's an eye opener. Like, whenever you're like, she's like fucking 8 and
But she's
doesn't know
never
anything
seen
about Never seen it. Because that's what it was when I did a marathon. She's like, you can't run, you can't. And I didn't do a full marathon, I just did a leg, like. And they came
Still
to watch.
low,
And I'm
fucking
like,
fair play.
yeah, but that was a couple of years ago. I don't know now, so.
Aye. I don't think I could walk a marathon over a month.
Yeah. But then also, I think it's a good thing to, like, if you want to do a marathon, respect to yourself, but also if you're like, I just couldn't really be arsed, at least you know.
I'd love for someone to do it without saying anything.
But you can't.
I have a friend that did, and I've never been so proud of him in my life. I couldn't give a fuck that he did the marathon. Trained for months, kept it all in the down low, never said anything. There's no Instagram posts, no Facebook posts. Did a marathon, Belfast Marathon, got a really good time, and just said nothing. It wasn't until I asked him at one point, I was like, what were you doing up in Belfast? He's like, oh, just running a marathon.
Yeah.
I think it was the first ever person to run one and not tell anyone.
Yeah, I love that. Just a
Yeah.
secret marathon and a decent time. So I'll just keep
Aye,
that under your hat.
I'd be fucking all over that. As much as I hate those people,
Yeah.
if I got into a position where I was running marathons, I would absolutely be one of those Strava gimps.
Yes, no, I had Strava when I was doing, like, I did a bike cycle last year, talking about it at fucking length, but I did Strava for that, and it's like, it's kind of good to just see what you're doing, but,
Yeah.
I would never post it.
Do you ever like draw dicks on the map or anything? Go for a wee cycle?
I mean, I would love to do that, but I'd probably get it wrong. You know, and then you'd be like, that's just
Like, why is my cock so bendy?
Yeah, and it's like, why is it bleeding? But I thought that was, I don't like the people, you know, like, the people who make stuff their whole personality. So, like, it'll be like IPA, barbecue food.
Yeah.
Like, your own not barbecue food, but like, you have a barbecue.
Aye.
Those wee ones that you're like, this is how hot my meat is.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
One thing that I fucking despise, and it's so unwarranted, but people with folded up bikes.
Yeah.
There's a lot in my office. He was like his 50s, and he showed up every day, and he was like, fuck off with your flat pack BMX.
Yeah.
Like,
One thing I think is
yeah, it is. People bring them onto the tube and stuff. And like,
Yeah,
they're
there's
trying too hard.
See the element of watching someone set it up. You can't watch that and go, that's cool. You're watching going, you're a
Aye, well,
fucking
a Spurs
prick.
fan too.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
They get the worst of the worst. But no, there are certain things people do. You just go, like, why the fuck?
Did you ever see Brooklyn Beckham's cooking videos?
No. Are they? I've heard they're a bit
Absolutely fucking atrocious. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's literally just him making a toasty, and then he's putting like the blowtorch and all on it after,
Oh, no.
and he's like displaying it out as if he just made a gourmet meal.
No, I think he's a bit of a rude, isn't he?
Aye.
Like, those Beckham kids, they're hard to, like, when you look at some, you go, they all look like pricks, don't they?
They do, aye.
It's hard.
Especially whenever, like, one of them was just bored one week, and his dad was like, oh, well, you can go and play with fucking Brentford for a few months
Yeah.
if you want to. And he's just playing for Brentford's, like, B team.
Yeah.
So they were well looked after. That whole wedding crack was a bit mental. but at the
Yeah.
same time, you don't really know what was fully going on.
Yeah, I mean, I would also be like, if I was the parent,
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're one ungrateful bastard. Just now you've got a rich missus, you think you can come give us a wee bit of that.
Aye.
I like, and people are like, Victoria Beckham's owns the copyright to his name. See, if I was her, I wouldn't even give it up. I'd be like, you know what, fuck you.
Yeah.
And you do. I'm keeping it. I'm teach a lesson. And then you know what'll happen? They'll split up. And then I go back to Brand Beckham.
Oh, fucking sure. Yeah, I'd be crawling straight back to daddy.
And and then David Beckham will be looking. I'm going, to be fair, you are the best looking one. You're the most marketable for us. Like the other two are
There's
like,
a bit of drama about you.
yeah, like you've got a wee bit about you now.
Yeah.
And then the daughter's just a little girl, and you feel sorry for her. 'Cause she's just
Aye,
trying
and
to be a
that's
kid
circus.
And then
Because did you see that it was basically, I think his Instagram post that he made a statement
Yeah.
about what had happened, and he said like dancing really inappropriately, but then apparently it was a slow dance.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you slow dance inappropriately? I suppose dancing with your ma in any real situation like that's probably a bit inappropriate.
Yeah, but
But it's not as if she was like fucking slut dropping on him.
I mean that would have been great during a slow
Yeah.
dance too.
And also, I think a lot of men would be like, "How the fuck are you having the cheek to complain about Victoria Beckham?" Yeah.
Yeah, but I
So
mean,
like, if she was a bit of a munter, would he have been happier?
yeah, probably because
Yeah.
then they shouldn't have been able to be like sexy like that, you know. So, but I don't know. I think the whole thing is just, I'm like, guys, I'm sure they're all arseholes in their own regards.
I fucking chill out a bit.
Yeah.
Like,
And then like, sure, look at the other famous family, the old royals. Andrew's really
he's letting the side down a bit.
He's
Like,
causing the scene. Like he's really setting the
Yeah.
cat amongst the pigeons. So
yeah, he was great at what he did. Like,
yeah.
it's just that what he did wasn't that great.
Yeah, he was like like. Do you think he feels any anxiety when they're like they're going to release more of the episode?
Fuck. That's right.
Do you
He was
need
over there,
to?
wasn't he?
Do you need to?
I imagine it's a similar feeling to, you know, whenever you're like in a group chat with the lads and you're just thinking, "Fuck,
Yeah.
just don't ever leak this."
Yeah, because then that's the thing that I can't remember what it was. There was a court case, like in the WhatsApp, and you're like, oh no,
Not the fucking WhatsApp.
no. And then like the words with no context can be,
Oh, soulless round.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
But also
remember-
the words with context.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
equally as worried about that.
and then you try like, cause that to me the ultimate betrayal is whenever someone in the WhatsApp group leaks information. you're like, no.
Aye.
So we were on a stag do once, and one of the guys who didn't end up going but was in the group, he told everybody
What
that the
a
boys went to
fucking
a
dickhead.
house of ill repute, and told all
Yeah.
the wedding, all the guys like, oh, did you go to strip club? No, thankfully for me, I drank too much too quick and sent home with a croissant. Like, so I was like, oh, I wasn't there. You know, I'm a hero.
By the grace of fucking God,
I
you
know,
weren't.
I'd be like, I was like once hung Maggie or whatever. I'd be like, oh, like God.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was bad for him. And then he's like, oh, I thought it was funny. I'm like, well,
You fucking
You're a
dickhead.
rat,
One of them lads.
Yeah.
One of them lads that like would rat you out in front of a woman or make a cunt out to make himself look better.
yeah. Oh, whenever someone's like, do you ever like, it's not like whenever you were blocked or something, you said something or whatever, and like, oh, remember you said that? And you'd be like,
I'd rather you didn't remind
And then
me.
they're like, no, but you did remember. I'm like, no, I don't. And then they're like, look, there's it. And you're like, fucking put your fucking phone away.
Aye.
Stop shitting on me like
Yeah,
that.
just being a dickhead. I forgot all about fucking Prince Andrew being on the Epstein list.
Oh, well, Prince Andrew is the Epstein list.
Yeah,
Prince Andrew's the worst.
Do you think if you're one of them children, you would have a preference?
What do you mean? Oh,
Whenever you're looking at the people coming off,
I thought you meant his kids. I was like,
if you're one of the children
yeah.
and you see the lineup coming out, are you thinking like, right, well, do you know what? He's been some good movies.
Yeah, you know what? If it was me, I'd go Bagsy Hawking.
You'd be
Because-
buzzing if you got Hawking.
Yeah, and that's what he. But you could just be like, just sit him there, just unplug him and be like, all right, this is great. You know?
You'd not be doing much with no fucking batteries
Nah,
in you.
yeah, let's see what you can do Hawking. But like, how he got there, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Who wheeled him there? Did he have
Yeah.
to go with like an assistant?
imagine that's your job. You're Hawkins' assistant. You're like, I'm on the flight
Hawkins
logs.
intimacy
But
coordinator.
yeah, Hawkins. I can't do it myself. Wank me. What? Wank me. What? No, Stephen.
I really don't. Was it ever actually revealed whether anything actually worked with him down there?
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie From Dusk Till Dawn?
Nah.
There's a character in that called the Sex Machine. It's got an artificial robot cock. And he's
So we have one of them working.
Yes.
Like a cordless cock.
I think he's got a set. But what does Hawking's sex noises sound like? Oh, yes, that feels nice. Like, oh, do it again, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
what? So,
I'm just-
dirty talk.
yeah, like, does he? I want you to suck me off.
You know, like the fucking whenever Windows closes down.
Yeah.
That sound.
Yeah.
It's just like one of the fucking keyboards in the music room in school.
Yeah.
You just start spamming out DJs.
So when he comes like a broken modem. Good night. And then what happens when he has like when he's finished and it's awkward? What does he do?
Because he can't clean it up.
No, Stephen. And again, listen, he's a bad man. We can say that, all right.
Aye. I feel like that goes without saying these days.
But I tell you what, you know who the ultimate creep guy is? It's Epstein himself.
Aye.
Because he's got all the evidence on all his mates. Like he's
basically like the club promoter for this place.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, see, having all that, I'd be like, Epstein, you fuck.
Yeah.
Wayne Lineker of Little St James.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm surprised Wayne Lineker's not on the list. Like he's
That is,
a big party boy.
Did he not have a big reformation in his life recently?
Oh, I don't know. Has
Went
he?
to rehab and got off the drugs, got off everything.
Boring.
Yeah.
That's not.
I don't know what his life's going to look like now, though.
Yeah.
His whole personality and lifestyle was just the club.
I think he'll have to like open a coffee shop or something. Won't he? That's what your
A
man does.
wellness retreat.
Do you remember Fran Cosgrove, like the original night, like naughties Playboy tabloids
Don't
guy? He was married to one of the ones in Atomic Kitten. He of course did a line with Katie Price, didn't he? Katy Perry.
Class.
So like he was like the original. Like what's he famous for? He used to be a bouncer for Westlife, and then he was just always just out drinking and partying. Like,
What do you think was bigger, the line he did off Katie Price or the shit in her chest that time?
the shit probably.
That was definitely Harvey. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that was a Harvey size shit. That was an absolute
Yeah.
monster log.
like where do you draw the line of just going like you know, I'd be like, listen, you know what, I'm good with just regular straight up, you know.
It's a 50-50 ball because around that time Shane Duffy was also going where. So it's either Shane or Harvey.
Yeah,
Both probably capable of incredible logs.
I mean that's the thing too, the incredible log. Yeah. But I again, what do you do? Like, I think, you know, even if somebody was like really begging me to shit on them, I'd be like, I don't.
You don't want that.
to.
You
And
don't
then
know
when
what
you
I
do
bet.
it, I think if you did it, they wouldn't be as keen on it
Yeah.
as the idea might have been.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
But then it's a one and done. You don't have to do it
Yeah,
again.
and then they're like, you'd be like, you've kind of wrecked everything for me.
Yeah.
And I think if anything would give me the ick, it's someone shitting on me. I'd be like, you know what? There's like
That's a bit uncalled for. Like, I know I asked for it, but fuck me.
Much.
It's the same sort of idea as pegging. Like, I was talking to one of my friends recently about the idea of it, and he was saying,
As in trying to convince him to take part.
just let me do it. But no, I was saying, we were just on the topic of it, and he was saying he doesn't want to try it, but if he ever did, he would want it to be with like a long-term girlfriend, a wife. And I was thinking, surely that's not the call. No. You want that to be with someone, if you are going to try it, you want that to be with someone that you're probably never going to see again.
Yeah.
Because if you're happily married and your wife pegs you, you end up hating it, she's lost all respect for you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, like, you've just fucked your whole life.
Yeah, I would say like the worst stuff you would probably want to do with somebody like as a one-off. Like,
Aye,
you wouldn't want to
yeah.
be doing that with your wife. And then they'd be like, remember that? And then you'd be like lying there in bed reading your books or something. You'd be like, mind that time I pegged you?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather not talk about
Like,
it.
if he's ever have an argument at all and
Yeah.
she's losing, it's like, I fucked you in the ass. I think I'd definitely want to be the little spoon after a pegging.
Yeah, I mean, but you would have to be the little spoon forever, I think, after a pegging.
You're the bitch now.
Yeah, I mean, like, nobody's getting anything out of it. You know what I mean?
I know.
Other than just, haha, I pegged you.
Yeah. Just a lot of pain.
Yeah, oh no, it's not for me. And another thing I wouldn't like the idea of is, like, swinging or the cock chair.
Aye.
You know, that'd be an
Yeah.
awkward one.
The cock chair is just kind of, it's almost like the fucking Monday night football lineup
Yeah.
where they're just standing there analysing things.
Yeah, you're like-
And it'd be too, not only would it be weird having them watch, I'll be too in my head as the fucking person involved in it about what they're thinking. I'm like, are they critiquing me? Am I doing everything okay?
Yeah, can I just be like, can I have a go? And I'd be like, no, yeah, all right, no worries. I'll just
It's like whenever
sit
you're
here.
younger and you're trying to get a go on the Xbox for your older brother. He's like, nah.
I've just had an epiphany. Everybody nowadays are cocks.
In what sense?
Twitch.
They are kind of
Like,
cocks and friends.
Twitch exists and people just
Watch
go, like,
people.
watch. No, play. Like you say, I used to hate that when I was around my mate's house, being like, oh, I couldn't wait for it to be my go.
Aye.
Sitting watching them. Nah, not for that. Now Twitch exists because of that.
Aye. But it's
Yeah.
the same, because I've seen this argument a lot. As someone that grew up watching people play games, as sad as that sounds, it's no real different to listening to people talk about football or watching pundits talk about football.
Yeah.
Because you're not playing the game. You're not watching the game. You're watching people give their idea of what they've just watched.
I'm gonna wrap this up now because my head's fried now. You've absolutely just rinsed me there with that.
I do think, by the way, Gary Lineker should go to Ibiza and Wayne should take over Match of the Day.
Oh man, what a job swap.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a great idea. Brothers swap what they're doing. You know, sick King Charles off to the island and Prince Andrew's back. King Andrew
just in the house.
Oh no! Well, he would get away with it. He'd get King's pardon then, wouldn't he? He's like off with his head. Oh, he's a smarmy bastard, isn't he? Oh, disgusting. Anyway, where can people find you?
AIDAN Raff _ on TikTok and Instagram. Radio Rufus podcast on basically everything.
Nice.
And also, I'm setting up a comedy club at the Bot in Belfast, and Dave's actually headlining the first night on Friday, the 6th of March. And when does this come out?
This will be out next week, which will be the 12th of February.
Lovely. The tickets are on sale already. You can get them on Bot Comedy Club Instagram page. And yeah, that's all.
There'll be some pagan chat.
Oh, yeah.
Pagan Markle. Thank you.